right, punters, we're back. I've got Attrition's 7th start tomorrow in the PB Lawrence Stakes at Caulfield, which is a Group 2. He's drawn barrier 12. He's got Ben Mallam on board, which is a big tick. He's probably one of the best jockeys in Melbourne. And we've been on rain watch this week because we know the horse doesn't really like wet tracks, but we will be on a good 4, which is ideal. Biggest concern for me is he's stepping up from his 3-year-old year to his 4-year-old year, which is the biggest jump in racing. He has to take on a weight for age field, which is pretty high quality for a Group 2, and he's carrying 58.5 kilos. I think the benefit is that he's an autumn 3-year-old. He was a late developing 3-year-old, and I think that those types of horses are always the best chance of making the jump up to weight for age level. We could have pushed on with him after the Caulfield Guineas, but decided to put him out in the paddock and give him the time necessary to take that next step up to weight for age level, which seems to have paid off. I think the horse has prepped up better than ever. He's come back bigger and stronger. We've had plenty of time now to get him fit. So his fitness is there. He's bright. He's full of himself. His trials have been elite. And I think there's confidence within the camp that he can go on with it at a weight for age level. Tomorrow, I'm not 100% sure of. We run into probably the best miler in the country in Mr. Brightside. I don't think Mr. Brightside will be there to win, but obviously the class has the class edge, so he could even win this race even if he's not there to win. Obviously got his eyes on something further down in the spring, but as I said, I think he could be a class above. So it'll be nice to know where we fit in with the likes of Mr. Brightside. I think the speed map's going to count tomorrow. We just want an economical run, let him save his energy and try and get to the best part of the track late in the race and let rip down the middle of the straight like we know that he can. We went through this process kind of as a 3-year-old, and it's a little bit frustrating to be back at the start, but as a 3-year-old, we were kind of wondering all the way up until the Australian Guineas that where did he kind of fit in, and we know now that he fit in right at the pointy end in Australian Guineas. So unfortunately, now we're back to the drawing board with that process because he's had to take the step up to weight for age level. So we don't really know where he stacks up against this type of class of horse. He has to carry weight like the rest of them tomorrow. And I'm really just keen to find out where does he fit in. There's a lot of class in this race. So if we can go over the line with a few of these, it'll give us a really good indication on whether we are on the right track to winning a Group 1 and keep that dream alive. I never thought I'd really say this, but I'm not too worried about the Group 2 win tomorrow. I just really desperately want to find out where he fits in and does he stack up to, some Group 1 class horses. I don't think 1400 is going to be his pet distance, just the starting point at this stage. I think he did show at the start of his last prep that he was sharp enough over 1400 that he might be able to win this, but obviously we still don't know really how he's going to stack up after he has to take that big jump to 4-year-old and weight for age level. So at the moment, just really keen to see how he's come back and does he stack up as a 4-year-old and has he taken the necessary improvement to challenge for a Group 1. If he doesn't, then we'll reassess the plan and we'll ground ourselves. But at the moment, just really excited and desperate to continue on the journey of potentially owning a Group 1 winning colt at this stage. So wish him luck tomorrow, and I'll catch up with you straight after the race.
Let's go!
Ready to run. And they're racing. Chassis towards the inside, broke the line with also Buffalo River. Not too far away early, Western Empire. There's Edison from the deep. Mr. Brightside wants to be close. And then came Pounding. Next in the field is Pinstriped. Attrition around those with on the inside Regal Power. A length and a half, Uncle Bryn, Tuvalu. And then came El Bodegon towards the end, Agon and Forgot You. So it's on the outside, Western Empire, pouring it on outside of Buffalo River. A length and a half away to Edison third. Chassis fourth, the inner. And dropping in one off the fence in fifth place, Mr. Brightside getting a lovely run. A length and a half, Attrition, three deep around Pinstriped, and on the inside Regal Power, who's niggled at the 700. A length and a half, Pounding, Uncle Bryn, Tuvalu a long way back, El Bodegon, Agon and Forgot You. 500 to go. Buffalo River sooled up the speed as it loves to do. 3/4 of a length, Western Empire, 2 lengths to Edison. Mr. Brightside's creeping forward, tracked by Pinstriped, Attrition wide. Then came Chassis under pressure from Pounding, and well back in the field then is Tuvalu. So it's Western Empire and Buffalo River with Mr. Brightside closing in. 250 to go. Mr. Brightside ambles up and race clear. Then Pinstripe, Pounding and Attrition behind them. But Mr. Brightside, 100 metres to go. Will go back to back. Too good. Supremely good. Won it by 2 lengths. Second, Pinstripe from Agon, and then Attrition and Tuvalu running through the line. Behind them, Pounding, Forgot You's run a race, a long gap, Uncle Bryn, Buffalo River. Then came Western Empire, Regal Powers, Chassis, El Bodegon, and last was Edison.
All right, punters, we're back. I've got a post-race of the PB Lawrence Stakes. Initially, after the race, I was really flat. My initial reaction was I felt a bit like we just shot Bambi and that my dream of owning a Group 1 winning colt was down the gurgler. So Saturday night, I was pretty flat. I got up Sunday morning and decided to watch a replay a few times, and I automatically started to feel better. I felt that they might have been a little bit too sharp for Attrition over the 1400 metres at weight for age level, and that a step up to the mile sooner rather than later was probably going to be the best thing for his prep. And then on Sunday, the data started to filter in, so I saw an article written that Mr. Brightside had run half a second outside of Exceed and Excel's long-standing 2003 track record. The race had rated 11 lengths above Group 2 standard, and this is all with the rail out 9 metres. So really, in the end, I think there was a lot to like about the race. Attrition finished 5th. They were a clump finish between 2nd and 5th, so I don't think there was a lot between 2nd and where he finished. He obviously got caught wide for most of the race and did it harder than any other in the race. And I felt like he still was a little bit green in the straight, but when he was well within his rights to throw up the white flag with a furlong to go, he knuckled down and hit, and he was strong through the line. So looked like he was looking for the mile, and he'll be more competitive at the mile. So now I'm feeling a lot better about the race and looking forward to his next race. The target for the next race was going to be the 1400 metre Group 1 Memsey Stakes. But at the moment, I don't think that will be the best thing for his prep. So we can go 3 weeks between runs, move him up to the mile straight away, and we can avoid horses like Mr. Brightside, Alligator Blood, and I Wish I Win, who'll go the Memsey in a fortnight. And he gets the 3 weeks between runs to try and recover from what looked like it was a brutally run first up run for a 4-year-old racehorse. So all in all, looking forward to his next race. I don't think that he's lowered his colours at all, and I think the dream of winning a Group 1 is still alive. So we'll make a decision on whether we continue on the path to the Memsey or whether we change paths and go through a fee and stakes during the week. Stay tuned, and we'll be back with his next start.